How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to hear. I'm Damien. I'll be your examiner for this evening. So we're going to start off asking you a few very easy questions from some familiar topics.
Yeah.
Can I start with your full name, please?
My full name is Lương, and you can call me Tiffany because I'm familiar with that name here.
Okay, Tiffany, thank you. Are you a student?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Tell me about where you go to school and what grade you're in.
I go to school secondary Phạm Huy Lầu, and I learn in grade 7.
Great. Okay, thank you. And where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Vietnam, of course. I born in Hải Dương, but I live in Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh.
Excellent. Very good. That's fine. So we'll move on to part 1 now. Your topic is food and reading.
Okay.
So what kind of food do you like?
Oh, I like pizza and ice cream. They're delicious.
Do you prefer eating at home or in a restaurant? Why?
I prefer eating at home because I did say that restaurants have better food, but at home it's safer. Yeah, and also my grandma said that not all restaurant is good.
Yeah, okay, great. Is there any food you dislike?
Not really, because, I don't have any dislike food except coffee. Coffee is like bitter. It's like for adults. But if I want to choose something that have coffee flavor, I would choose candy more.
How about lemon? Do you like lemon?
Lemon. For me, lemon is okay.
It's okay, even though it's bitter?
It's not bitter. It's not that bitter because I like lemonade.
Do you like reading books?
For me, I prefer comics, but I don't read book often or comic. I usually just read my school book or make my own comics.
Excellent. Okay, next question. What kind of books do you enjoy? Or detective?
Detective is funny, like Conan or anything. Yeah, I think they're kind of nice.
Do you prefer reading physical books or digital books?
I prefer reading both because I don't have any opinion about that.
That's cool. Excellent. So now we'll move on to part 2. Okay, so that's the long part of the test. So I'll give you a question card and you'll have 1 minute to prepare. You can take some notes here if you like. And then you'll have up to 2 minutes speaking time on your topic.
Oh, okay.
So here's your question card. So describe a historical event that interests you. And you should say what the event was, when and where it happened, why you find it interesting, and explain how you learnt about it. So I'll give you 1 minute to prepare, starting from now. Okay, so your preparation time is up, so your 2 minute speaking time begins from now.
A historical event that interests me is a dynasty named Trần from Vietnam when Mông Cổ, which a country that above China, win 3 times. So Mông Cổ, and it happened in Vietnam, but I don't actually know the times. Maybe it's like 100 years ago.
Okay.
So I found it interesting because Mông Cổ just got used 3 times. It was funny, but I also think that the people who helped to win the war was very nice. I also learned it recently, so I know about it more. I learned it by my teacher and in my textbook. Trần Dynasty have a lot of people, and they all help it using like the power of families, like people who have the name that with Trần, their surname, or the people who are very good in the dynasty. And then they just use the power of teamwork.
That's fine. Thank you very much. Excellent. Okay, so we'll move on to part 3 now, which is just some follow-up questions on the same topic we just spoke about. So this is about history and society. So your first question from part 3 is, why is it important to learn about history?
Because I think if you learn about history, you will know who helped us to live in this life. If they don't win, we're not going to have this kind of life now. We will belong to another country.
Yeah, okay.
So we have to respect them.
Yeah, that's true. Good. Next question. How can schools make history lessons more interesting?
I think because of videos. So my teacher, She used the video on YouTube to explain to us. And she was like a person who liked history more. So yeah, she was very into history.
Very good, thank you. So how does history influence a country's future?
I think it will help us respect them. It will help us like think about them, or maybe like know who's help us.
So we learn about history and maybe the mistakes they made, and so we can not make the same mistakes? Do you think?
Not really, not always, because it's an old time, but in history book they only write good things, not always bad things.
True. And that's right. Okay, that was the last question, so we're finished. So thank you very much for your time. Nice to see you.